Okay. Hello everyone. How are you doing today? How do you feel?
Great.
Great. A little bit tired, but okay. So, Miss Mariana told me that you're working in a college application video, right?
Yes.
So today we're going to make a small activity about it. But first, I want to play with you hot potato. And every time that someone has the potato, I'm going to ask a question regarding university, regarding future. So, do you feel ready?
No.
Who has it? Okay. Do you already know which career are you going to choose?
No.
No. And any idea, something that you like maybe?
Something.
Okay. Let's go with the next one. When you were a kid, which was your dream career?
It was architecture, but when I grew up, I didn't like that.
When you grew up, you didn't like it anymore. Okay. If you could choose any career, like without thinking about how much money are you going to get, or if it's going to be difficult or not, which career would you choose?
A clothes designer.
Okay. Okay, let's go with the last one.
No, it's your turn. I already
Which is your dream university?
Here's good.
Oh, I study there.
Really?
Yeah, my profesorado. So, it's very, very beautiful. It's an amazing university. I love it. So, I have a worksheet for you. And what we're going to be doing is that I'm going to give you the worksheet. You take one and you have the rest. So, I'm going to give you worksheets. And as you may notice, it has a lot of things. And it might seem that it's a little bit too long. And maybe we're not going to finish during this period. But I only want you that during the class, you only write bullet points or main ideas. Don't write a paragraph, just your ideas. For example, I have this one that I made yesterday, so you will see. For example, here, in the part that says your story and what makes you, I wrote, when I was 12, I designed my own Barbie dream house, okay? And here I put like an age 18, but don't worry, I'm not 18. It's just for the word. Yes. So right now, write your name, your age, which school are you currently studying, and which is the career that you would like to follow in university. So I'm going to pass this one so you will have an idea, or maybe you will have an example of what you can do. You pass it, okay?
Teacher, in intended program, what do you have to write?
The career that you're aspiring to. Okay? To people who want to maybe take a look at it. So, what we're going to be doing is that I'm going to be talking about the parts that the video of your college application should have. And I'm going to give you a little bit of time to go ahead and fill the parts that you think they match. For example, in some I have like the title that I wrote in there, I have it on the worksheet, but in some you need to maybe associate them, okay? So, I'm going to give you a little bit of time to do your worksheet, and then I'm going to ask for one volunteer per part, okay? So, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to take a look at the parts that your college video application should have, okay? So, everyone's ready? So in a college video application, you're going to need to have an introduction. Have you ever watched a movie and realized that maybe it's not a movie for you within like the first 15 minutes? Have you noticed that? Like maybe this movie is not so funny at all, maybe it's boring. So what can you do to avoid it?
Keep watching.
Like watching the summary of the movie.
Okay. And what could the movies do to avoid you getting bored?
Something interesting or fun.
Putting something interesting, making something like fun. Okay? So that's exactly what you need to do with your introduction. It has to be something fun, interesting, something different. Remember that the people that check those application videos, they are watching hundreds, thousands of videos. So choose something that is going to make you stand out. Okay?
For which one?
The introduction. Introduction will be like the background, what subjects you like. Okay? So let's watch this video about Mei-Lin Lee, so you can have an idea of an introduction that maybe you can use.
I'm Mei-Lin Lee. Ever since I joined the team, I've been doing my own thing, making my own moves, 24/7, 365. I wear what I want, say what I want, and I will not hesitate to do a spontaneous cartwheel if I feel so moved.
So do you notice that she is herself? Like she has her own like unique style. She starts the video very, very confident. So that's exactly what you need to do. So right now, what you should be working on, it will be on the part that says background, values or traits. Yeah.
And how is engineer spelled? Engineering.
Engineering. I'm going to write it on the.
Really don't know what to spell that.
Yeah.
Board marker. You have yours?
And I'm spelling
Engineer, like this.
Spell engine. Así, motor, gallo.
Okay. So.
Thanks a lot.
The part that says here in the beginning that says that the book
Psychology,
is
the career
something that you
psychologist
want
is
the
going to be
people
you.
to remember of you like
ISB
in
is
the
the
first
person.
moment.
Just
It could
one
be a quote.
is the career.
It could be a small anecdote. It could be a question. Okay? So, do I have a volunteer to read their first part about like the background, values? Yes?
So I write. My name is Valentina. I am 16 years old. I am on a dick, and my program is law.
Law. Okay. And do you already have your values?
Yes, I have responsible, empathic, kind, and friendly.
Okay, thank you. And which kind of question could you make in the video, like in the beginning?
I haven't wrote that, but maybe it could be like what I'm looking forward to my future. And then I start
Okay.
writing.
Okay, awesome. So in the introduction, basically, you need to give a very great impact so they want to continue watching your video. Okay? You need to stand out from all the people that are sending their videos. So now, let's move into what makes you you. There are a lot of students in Ameritech, right? There are a lot of students in Guatemala. There is a lot of people that are trying to apply to these colleges. But what is something that makes you different? Something that makes you special? Maybe it could be that you can draw really well. Maybe it could be that you can play the piano, or maybe you really help your community. So, in this part, we're going to go ahead and fill the part that says your story. What makes you, you? Okay? And as you may notice, it says, let me see, it says what happened and how this experience shaped you. So it could be a challenge, It could be an experience. It could be something that happened to you. How many of you watched this movie of Tiana?
This one?
Me, I never seen that.
You watch it?
Yes.
Do you remember which was Tiana's patient?
Yes. To have your own restaurant.
To have a restaurant to cook. But do you remember why?
Because it was his
He cooked soup with his
Exactly. So, do you think that the experience of Tiana cooking with her father shaped her in some way?
Yes. I think it shapes like her ability because it was like your own food.
Exactly. So, let's watch a video. It's going to be very short about a key moment in Tiana's life that literally changed everything. Okay? This is very important in her life.
Gumbo smells good, Tiana.
I think it's done, Daddy.
Yeah, are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely positive.
Yes. Done. What?
Well, sweetheart, this is the best gumbo I've ever tasted. Come here. You know, I little girl got a gift.
I could have told you that.
A gift this special just gotta be shared.
Hey, everybody. I made gumbo. Woo, that smells good.
That's much fun, Tiana. You're fun.
Do you think that this experience helped Tiana realize that she wanted to open her own restaurant?
Yeah.
Do you think that this is an experience that Tiana could talk about in her video?
Yes.
Yes, right. And it will give her a moment, key moment, why she's so passionate about whatever she wants to study in the university, or if she wants to study, or if she wants to open a restaurant. So, let's choose our volunteer with hot potato. Where is the potato? Or did you give it to me? So, let's start in this row. Whoever has the potato, it's going to choose someone to share. Okay? Ready? Choose someone to share. Who? Okay, Daniela. Do you already have yours? Or an idea of a moment that you would like to share that was important or special in your life? Not yet? Let's choose someone else. Maybe someone that is ready. Who's ready? Who's ready over here?
Something for us. What can I say? Like, como inspiración.
Do you feel ready?
I get inspired by.
Yeah? Okay. Could you share with us?
Okay, a story that makes me my influence on the culture of the soup.
Okay.
How they shape me. With the connection with the giraffes and trompeta makes me feel joy.
Okay, so you maybe want to study something like that.
Yes, but
Okay.
wildlife veterinary.
Okay, awesome. Someone else that would like to share a moment that makes you you?
Teacher,
Yeah?
what we need to write on how did it shape you?
For example, the experience of Tiana cooking with her father made her want to cook for everyone and to share it with the world. So how did your experience help you to be in the path that you are right now? Right?
I went to the show.
Go ahead.
And when I was a kid, I seen a lot of science fiction movies, so I really made an interest in, of making new things and inventions. So that's
Okay.
why I'm trying to do engineering major in the college.
Wow, okay. Thank you. So now, academic and strengths. let's talk about your academic interest. What kind of things are you interested in the university? Which kind of classes are you looking forward to have in the university? Do you like math? Do you like English? Okay? Huh? Science. Okay? Which university maybe you would like to go? So, when you talk about your academic strengths or your academic interests, you need to show why do you love to learn? Which are your favorite subjects? In this case, we are filling the part that says, 1 second, that says here, what subjects do you enjoy, why, and we're also filling in
Let me look it up.
how do you approach solving problems. That's on the next part. You can mention a project that you did during school, something that you participated in, something that you were a part of, okay? Maybe something that inspired you in some way. So in this video, you can see, I don't remember what is the name of the boy in the video, but it's from Hiro. Thank you. It's from Big Hero. So Hiro, he really likes to create robots. So he creates I think it's like a Megabot destroyer that destroys the other robot. And I think that this is something that maybe if you have a project like this, you can share it in your video. Look, let's pay attention to the video.
That was my first fight. Can I try again?
No one likes a sore loser, little boy. Go home.
I've got more money.
And I need you to take a look at his face, Hero's face.
Megabot, destroy.
So, do you see how confident he was of his skills?
Yes.
How confident he felt, and also the project that he created was really amazing. Do you think that it's something that maybe he could share in a video of applying to college?
Yes.
Yes. So what is a project that maybe you can share? Something that you did that you're very proud of? Maybe a portfolio, maybe a drawing. For example, what is your name?
Joaquin.
Joaquin. I remember that when you were doing your dust jackets, I saw Joaquin's dust jacket, and like he had very great, like a really nice drawing. So maybe that is something that he can show in college. You're thinking of studying something related with arts? No. Okay. Well, okay, that's great. So, did you already feel the part of which kind of projects or the subjects that you like? Did you already fill it in?
Yes.
Yes? So, maybe you could share?
Okay. I put arts because I like creativity and passion, sport because I like determination and competitiveness, chemistry because I like equation and problems, math because
Okay.
I like to solve difficult problems, English to improve the language and be fluent.
Okay. Someone else that would like to share their subjects? Maybe? Someone else over maybe on this row that they would like to share? The subjects that you like. Why?
Chemistry because of like the different discoveries that we can
Uh-huh.
discover. Then English because it's like the
you. So now let's talk about extracurriculars and passions. Universities, they know who you are in the classroom. They have seen maybe your achievements, they have seen your grades, they have seen that maybe you're a really great student. But who are you outside of the school? Because a grade doesn't represent you. The school doesn't represent you. Who are you outside of the school? What kind of activities do you do that shape your personality? For example, think about maybe an ability that you have. Maybe you can play the piano. Maybe you can sing. Maybe you really like to be a volunteer. So what are some things that you do that are extra? Think about Lisa Simpson. She really likes to play the saxophone. So she's really, really good at it. And maybe that is something that she could include in her video to college. So let's listen to the video.
May your new saxophone bring you years of gold.
So right now we are working on the part that says what activities you have done outside the class and what kind of skills you develop through those activities. Think about something that you did. Maybe you volunteered for techo, you volunteered for a church. Something that you did, something that you gave to your community. Can you think of a project or something that you did outside of the class? Could be like maybe a vacation course. Could be a worship that you did. Let's see who's getting ready to share their opinion. Let's see. Give me a number from 1 to 15. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You really want to participate today, right? No, I know you won't. Are you ready or do you need a little bit more
I
time?
have only one.
Sure.
I like to play instruments, but I don't have another activity that I do.
But which kind of instruments do you play?
The guitar, the piano,
Guitar.
and also the saxophone.
Okay, and where did you learn to play all those
In my
instruments?
previous school from Boston.
Okay, so that is something that you can share because did that take place during the class or maybe you were part of the band?
Yes.
That is an
the
extracurricular.
band of the school.
That is an extracurricular activity that you can share. It's something that extra. Someone else that would like to share? Something that maybe they did in their spare time that was like really important? Maybe like an art class or something like that? You?
I go hiking with my
I have math class.
Okay, you go hiking with your dad. And how often do you go?
maybe on weekends, like he takes me to mountains or places that are like like Acatenango.
Wow.
Like this, so-
And what are you planning to study at the university?
Medicine.
Medicine, okay. That's very interesting. So, yes, just ask me, Mariana, please. Thank you. So, now, the college wants to know why do you like that college in specific? Why do you want to go there? Why is it important for you? Why this college instead of any other college? And also, you need to show that you have done your research, that you know what you're talking about. Okay? Also, another thing is that you need to show what you can give back to the university. Yeah, of course, they're going to give you education, they're going to help you achieve your goals, but what kind of thing do you can give back to the university? Maybe you can give your perspective on arts. Maybe you can give your perspective in another thing. Maybe you can do a project that really helps the university. So let's watch this video about Mike Wazowski going to the university.
Well, everyone, I don't mean to get emotional, but everything in my life is keep using the audience. I wish thank you all so much.
Not enough.
Huh?
14 minutes. Okay.
I'm welling up with tears. Now get off.
So, Mike Wazowski wanted to go to this university in specific because when he was a kid, I don't really remember, to be honest. I saw a few videos yesterday, but one of the persons from the university gave his cap to him because he was involved in a moment of scaring a kid or something like that. I don't really remember, but that's something that shaped him. And that's why he wanted to go to the Monsters University, and he wanted to be a monster. So he felt inspired by that. So that's why he says, all my life has led to this moment in a specific. So, what is your name? Natalia. You told me that your dream university is Universidad del Valle. Why?
Because when I was little,
Uh-huh.
my sister went to a fair career at that university, and she brought home like a detox cheese for me that she made in like the career of food engineering.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, oh my god, that's the best career ever. And I was like, that's the only university that has that career because I was little and I didn't know anything. But now the university actually has like a really pretty lab for food engineering, and it's like one of the best like in Guatemala. So I really love it for that.
So, and what can you give in exchange to the university? The university is going to accept you, but what can you give in exchange? Are you a good student? Are you a good student?
Sure.
Okay. Maybe do you think that into the career you could do a project? Do you have innovative ideas? So that's it. You can provide your perspective. Someone else that would like to share why do they choose a college in specific? Or do I have to choose someone? Let's see. Someone who hasn't talked about this today. Can you share with us which university would you like to attend? Someone is on the restroom right now. Okay. Which career? Okay. And why Universidad del Valle and not other university?
Because they have contacts outside the country and also the part of innovating.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Now, let's go with the last part. which is the most important, because this is what it's really going to stick and stay with the person that saw your video. This is your last change to be reminded, to be remembered as something important. Let's imagine that that person watches 50, even to 100 videos per day. What is something that is going to make your video stand out? What is something that is going to make your video different? Maybe it's a quote. Maybe it's something that is going to stick with the person for the whole day. Okay? So in this video, I need you to listen to the Judy Hopps speech. And she ends with a really strong note. And she gives a really nice impression. She also gives the phrase of try everything. It's a real inspiring quote. So when you think of your closing, think of something that maybe you can close your speech with. Something that it's going to be inspiring for the person that is watching your video. Something that calls to the action.
When I was a kid, I thought Zootopia was this perfect place where everyone got along and anyone could do anything. Turns out, real life's a little bit more complicated than a slogan on a bumper sticker. Real life is messy. We all have limitations. We all make mistakes, which means, hey, glass half full, we all have a lot in common. And the more we try to understand one another, the more exceptional each of us will be. But we have to try. So no matter what type of animal you are, from the biggest elephant to our first fox, I implore you, try. Try to make the world a better place. Look inside yourself and recognize that change starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with all of us.
What is a really powerful quote that she said in the video? Try everything. What else?
Try to make the world a better place.
Try to make the world a better place. Would you like to share something?
Change is ethical because it
Change starts with us. So let's think of a closing that is memorable. Something that everyone is going to remember after watching your video. It could be a quote. It could be a phrase. It could be a question. And for the last volunteer, we're going to ask Miss Mariana, and maybe she can choose someone to share.
I want to hear who has not spoken. Mateo. I want to hear Mateo.
Whenever you feel ready, you let us know and you can share. I'm going to give you a little bit of time with this one because I know it's a little bit more complicated to think of something that maybe it's going to be very impactful.
Teacher, how do you say
Crane. Crane. C-R-A-N-E. Crane. C-R-A-N-E. Crane.
In what context are you using
That was my next question. Why do you need to use the word crane?
The story that makes you
So, if you're ready, you can share with us which will be your closing.
Remember what?
Your closing.
So I would like I don't know, like inspire like people that are around me. Yeah.
Okay. What is something that you could say to inspire them? Which career would you like to study?
I would like to study marketing.
Okay, marketing. And what is something that you could say that could impact on them? Maybe changing the perspective of marketing.
And changing the speaker of marketing like in sports, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, it could be great. Thank you. Another person that would like to share? Would you like to share yours?
The closing.
Yes.
I haven't done it yet.
Life is like a
Roller coaster.
Life is like a roller coaster. You decide how to front, the lows, and the highs. It's the same I put on my art.
Okay. I like it. It's really nice.
No, that's not for me to see.
Okay, so now I think we have a few minutes. What we can do is that we are going to share with the classmate that we have next to us. We're going to share our answers and we're going to discuss. Let's have a minute to discuss and think about it.
I don't know,
Just do it.
yeah, like nice. Just like how are you?
That's true. Because if I had to
What happened?
I read that my brother is a great engineer and also I want people it's easy to make people laugh. It's my fear. I noticed they
Okay, thank you for your attention. Thank you for paying attention during the class. I don't know if you have questions or something related to the topic. No? Okay. So I hope that that's useful for you for your college application video.
Thank you. We need to give you this.
No, you stay with it. So you can use it. Thank you. It has been really nice for me to be with you, and it has been a great experience. So thank you.